Welcome to the Backwoods Gourmet channel. Today we're going to do a Mexican Asian fusion dish in the Dutch oven. Y'all stay tuned. Well, I've been trying to think of a way, to do an Asian Mexican fusion dish since our newest addition to cast iron here is this old Dutch oven with an old Mexican lid and a made in Taiwan pot. So hence the reason for doing Mexican Asian fusion. So basically what we're going to make is carnitas, and we're going to do them in a traditional style where they're going to be slow cooked and lard in their own renderings. And then we're going to make tacos with it, and we're going to spice them up with some Asian stuff. I'm not even going to try to name this dish. Let's do this. Since I can't think of a name for the dish, you guys watch the video and start leaving your comments down in the comments section, and we're going to pick the best one that we like, and maybe we'll let all the rest of the viewers vote by the number of likes. So the number of likes for each name, whoever's got the highest likes, say after about a month, and then we'll rename the dish in the description box and give the person who came up with that name credit. That sound like fun? Sounds like fun. Let's get after it. So all right, let's get our Mexico Taiwan pot. We'll go ahead and put it over here on the camp stove. Since this is a legless one.
You ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
We could do this in the leg one with charcoal, but this one's meant for a regular burner or to hang up over a fire. That would be awesome. Do that on TP. Step one, we got it on a low flame. Go ahead and take our lid off. Let the pot warm up a little bit, and then we're going to put in the that's a whole Boston butt, deboned and split into about a 2-inch thick roast. So that's going to go straight in the pot. All we done to that was put a little bit of salt on it. This seasoning of these is very, very simple. It's the pork that's the star. And now comes the thing that all you health buffs are going to go, oh my God, this is lard. All right, not shortening. Real carnitas are cooked in pig fat. So we're going to keep adding this just till it covers the meat. It's going to be quite a bit. Luckily we have a half-gallon tub of it over here. And that'll be some great seasoning for later cook when it's all done. So we just want to get enough lard till that bad boy is completely submerged. So now that the pork butt is completely submerged in the lard, melted lard, we go ahead and put the lid on it, and then we're going to turn the fire way down. We just want it to simmer in the oil. Very difficult to see, it's so bright out here, but we got that fire turned down to where it's just barely a flame. So we'll give that a few minutes. The cold meat's in there right now. I'll give that a little bit of time to stabilize, and then we'll check the temperature of the oil. We'll take a look at it. Okay, so in the oil, how long is it going to go? I'm not real sure. At least an hour. We're going to keep an eye on it when it starts to brown up, and it has a good temperature all the way through. This is going to be a slow and low process. Okay, now that it's got up to a nice little bubble, we're going to go ahead with this. Is about 5 large cloves of garlic. We just crushed it a little bit, and we're just going to kind of sprinkle them around the pot. And you see it's a nice bubble going on in there. The meat is starting to contract a little bit, so it's kind of coming out of the oil. So we'll give it about half hour and we'll turn it over. So it's going to be about a 2-hour process here, but we want to cook it very low and slow. Man, put that garlic in. You can smell that right away. It smells awesome. Alright folks, it's been about an hour. Went over there and flipped that thing over. You can see this garlic is beautifully brown, so I don't want that to burn in there. So we're just going to go ahead and heat off. Dog's trying to get it. She shouldn't eat garlic. So we're just going to dip that out and so it doesn't burn. But yet, we're going to let it keep going. Yeah, we could put that back in our carnitas. That's going to be awesome. But it's done and soft. Just don't want any chance of it burning and giving us bad flavor. So pork is doing great. Lid back on. We'll let her keep going. It's been about an hour and a half. So we're going to go ahead and check the internal temperature of the pork roast. 207, 208, feels really tender. We don't want to dry it out. So at this point we're just going to go ahead and increase the temperature and make sure it's browned off. I had turned it over earlier, but maybe we'll check that other side again. Yeah, it's getting nice and brown now on that side. Maybe we'll leave the temperature just where it's at. I'll just let that other side brown because we don't want to dry it out inside. Pretty small piece of meat, so it's taking less time than I thought it would. Like I said, about an hour and a half. So I just tried that garlic we pulled out and let it cool off a minute. That's like almost like garlic candy. It's delicious. Delicious. So we're definitely going to save that for topping for our carnitas. But we might go ahead and take a couple of them and put them in our beans. These are red beans. We just had these soaking on fast method. We got those coming back up to heat. Oh, you know, there's a little piece of the carnitas that was like stuck in the bottom of the pan. I pulled that out. Oh my God, it's gonna be awesome. It's crispy on the outside, but still beautifully juicy on the inside. Then we got these crispy bits in the pot. So we're gonna go ahead and get our other tool there. Try to get all of those out. And these will kind of be crispy toppings. Almost like the chicharrones or whatever.
What did he say?
Whatever the hell they call them. Pork skins. So we've got our pork and our beans ready for the carnitas. So now we're going to make the Asian slaw. So pay attention, there's a few ingredients. Don't worry, we'll leave you a list at the end. Okay, for the slaw itself, first ingredient we got is some julienne red cabbage. Go right in the bowl with that. Next thing we have julienne Chinese cabbage or Napa cabbage. You can also use regular green cabbage. Here we have, this is spiral cut broccoli stems. We just peeled those stems and run them through our spiralizer and spiraled those all up. Those are going to add a great flavor to the dish. And then we have some julienne carrot matchsticks. Those are not easy to make, by the way. You might just want to go buy those already made. So that's our slaw. So let's get to the dressing. Okay, here's how we're going to start our dressing. First of all, we have about a tablespoon minced garlic. That's going in. This is about a tablespoon of minced fresh ginger. That really smells great too, by the way. Okay. Salt and pepper. About a teaspoon of each. It's going in. A little shake of white pepper. Okay, white pepper. Give that a shake. Don't get too crazy with that stuff. It can get a little bitter. Alright. About 3 tablespoons soy sauce. About the same amount of grapeseed oil. And for our acid portion, this is about a juice of 1 lime. We use key limes here. That's what we had. And we're just going to emulsify that right in our bowl. You want to whisk this pretty well, get all those flavors combining. And then we're actually going to, we're not going to do this right away until, we're not going to combine the salad or the slaw with the dressing until maybe 4 or 5 minutes before we're ready to actually put our carnitas together. Because, the acid component of this and the salt from the soy will wilt your veg down quite a bit. So we're just getting everything ready right now, and then right before we get ready to put everything together, then we'll go ahead and dress the slaw with this mixture. And we'll give it a taste, check for seasoning. Pretty awesome. So all our coleslaw ingredients are in the bowl. Just go ahead and toss them together. Make sure everything is well mixed. That's really pretty. Really pretty. There's several other things you could put in here. Bean sprouts, scallions, whatever you like. As we cut into our pork carnitas, you can see how moist and tender that still is inside. So we're just going to kind of give them a light chop there, the nice crust on the outside, and that's what we're really looking for. So we're going to just cut them up to rough chop there. I don't want them minced up, but enough that when you bite it, it's like bite-sized pieces. Okay, so now we'll start assembling. Okay, so first we're going to start with one of our soft tacos. These are fresh off of the cast iron over there. A fair amount of meat on there. These don't need sauce. Here is that that candied garlic. Just a couple of those on there. You could eat that just like that. So traditional carnitas, just a little guacamole on that and you're good to go. Okay, so that is about as traditional as we can make it here at the Backwoods Gourmet. But here's our Asian influence, our Asian Slaw. And you've seen us make this earlier, and I just tasted it and it's pretty daggone good. So I'm going to go ahead with the Asian Slaw on that, and we'll just put that right here on our plate. Let me figure out how to do that. We'll try it like that right there. Okay. Alright, I'll squish it down a little bit. Alright. Then we have, these are our white corn tacos. that we made a hard shell. Okay, I seen us fry those off there a minute ago. Same deal, in with our carnita meat. It's freaking super awesome. And then again with the candy garlic, a couple of those in there. It's really good. Asian Slaw, and we'll just get some good amount of that in there. And what I forgot on the last one was, this is that crispy bits of the fried pork. That's almost like the chicharrones. Okay, really nice and crispy. We'll put some of those on a soft one too. It seems to have opened up a little bit. Those are nice and crunchy. Alright, slaw. Probably should have waited on that bowl. And then what we got for the bowl here is just some of our Dutch oven ranch beans, or red beans, a little cilantro. Okay. Little beans on the side there. And then we'll get the garnish for that. Okay, and then just a final garnish for the plate and the beans. A few fresh green scallions right from the garden, sprinkled over. There you go. So let's make us up one here. Carnitas, candy garlic. Oh, we need some of that Asian Slaw in there for sure. Asian Slaw, and of course come with some of those crispy bits from down the bottom of the pot and float it around in there. That's gonna be the real treat. Well, I know you can't trust a chef's opinion when they're eating their own food, but that is a great combination between Mexican and Asian food. The coleslaw really has that ginger in there, really brings out that flavor of the meat. The candy garlic, oh my god, just awesome. I could eat like a bowl of that just by itself. So I think all in all, for a first cook on the old Taiwan / Mexican Dutch oven, turned out pretty good. Hey, thanks for watching the Backwoods Gourmet. As always, please subscribe, share, comment. Hey, if you like what we're doing, hit that like button. We'll see you next time.